That's about it, Andy.
Thanks, Blackie. Pay you as soon as I can.
Forget it. Good luck, kid. Hello, Mr. Campion.
Hello, Blackie. (1833, 1874). 41 years.
He could have lived longer.
And you're blaming me.
Like you put a gun to his head.
He happened to die from pneumonia.
He died because you turned him into a drunken bum. He didn't want to live. You took what belonged to him.
It didn't happen quite that way. Your dad borrowed money from me. Put up his ranch for security. I gave him twice the time he asked, but he wasn't interested in anything but gambling. He didn't want to make his ranch pay. I took it before the gamblers did.
He would have paid you. You didn't give him a chance.
There's two sides to every story.
That's right, Mr. Campion. Two sides. You're up here and my father's in the ground. Someday I'm gonna make you wish it had been the other way around.
From out of the West, Dick Powell's Zane Grey Theater.
Home away from home. Did a big business every Saturday night. These things haven't changed much, really. They're still easy to get into and hard to get out of. Before a territory became a state, jails were sometimes built by businessmen so they could lock up drunks and keep them from shooting out their plate glass windows. To get the job of arresting the drunks, a man had to be tough, fearless, and above all, a non-drinker. I hear tell it took the town of Big Rock, Wyoming 3 years to find a man who could qualify for the job. In some of the smaller towns, criminals were locked in these stocks and shackle bonds until the marshal could come pick them up. Times have certainly changed. Today, you're a big man if you're in stocks and bonds. And then in some jails, all the prisoners, except the killers and the horse thieves, were let out during harvest season to help gather in the crops. Of course, then the poor old sheriff spent the rest of the year trying to gather in the prisoners. In the story we've chosen for you this week, there were four. You'll see a jail such as this put to good use. Our stars are John Derrick and Dean.
The cattle are in a small basin on the other side of the rim.
Where's the line, Captain?
About 1.5 miles away, near the big herd. There won't be anybody around until after breakfast.
See, I told you we'd be smart to take him in with us.
There's a small divide on the other side of the basin. If we can get the herd through fast enough, we can make a border in 5 or 6 hours.
We'll get him there quicker than that. Then we head for Juarez for some real fun. Women, good liquor, soft beds.
I'm ready.
Nothing but the best when you ride with Danny Janssen. I'm gonna make a big man out of you. Here, take a look at this. It's yours. Better than working in Grover's stable, huh?
It sure is.
Well, anyway you cut it, though, we're stealing Campion's beef. You sure you know what you're doing, kid?
This is just the way I want it.
It's gonna pay back every cent Campion stole from your old man.
I'll never forget this, Danny. 2 years I've been living for this chance.
Now look, if anything should go wrong, we meet at the old shanty Annie pointed out yesterday. Okay? Well, you're leading the way. Let's go.
Here they come.
You know what you were talking about, Carl?
When you're a sheriff, you hear things, and it pays to listen.
There's 4 of them.
Yeah.
All right, Ensign, hold it right there.
Come on, let's get out of here while there's time.
Anybody there?
Sounds like Dutch. Tie his horse up, kid. Here we go. Here we go now. I got you, Dutch. I got you.
Two slugs. I didn't think I'd make it. Just let me lay here for a while.
Sure, Dutch. You see anything of Danny?
Deputy's got him. Shot his horse up. Didn't have a chance. Took him back to town. Champion shot. Bad. Saw them taking him, too.
What'll they do to Danny?
I saw a stream. I'll get some fresh water for Dutch.
What'll they do to Danny?
Well, this is your town, kid. You ought to know what they do to rustlers.
Yeah. I'll give him a fast trial and then hang him. We just gonna stand here and let him do it?
There's time.
Well, I'm not gonna stay. I'm gonna go into town and find out.
Anyone of that bunch see you last night?
Well, yeah, I know Campion did. But I'm still going.
They catch you carrying a gun and you got no chance at all. I'm not helping you commit suicide. Now, go on into town, kid, see what's happening, then come back. We'll decide then. I wouldn't try it, kid.
Hold it, Andy. We're looking for the men that tried to wrestle Campion last night. Did you hear about it?
Well, yeah, sure. Yeah, I heard.
There's those three men that have been hanging around town for the past week or so, and a fourth. I don't know who he is, but I'm going to find out. If you see any sign of him, let me know, will you?
Sure, Mr. Metz. Of course.
Let's move.
How's Campion?
Still unconscious. So long, kid.
Hello, Blackie.
Hi.
I had to ride out and see some horses for Drover. What's going on here?
They picked the jury, and they're all out having a little celebration before court takes up. This is the most excitement this town has had in the last 2 years. And Metz hands me the job of watching him.
Yeah, I saw Metz outside of town. He was hunting for the other rustlers. Say, if you like to get a fast beer, I'll hold down the place.
One glass of cold beer. Andy, I'll be right back. Try the desk.
Nothing here.
The gun rack.
It's locked tight.
Where are the others?
Dutch got shot and Bert's taking care of him out at the shack. I got away without anyone seeing me, except Campion.
You better pray that he dies. You got a lot of nerve coming here, kid. I'll say that for you.
You do the same thing for me?
Sure I will. Look, just get me a gun. That's all I need. The one I gave you, where is it?
Oh, Bert's got it. He wouldn't let me come in with it.
Yeah, that's Bert, all right. Look, you just give me a gun and a horse, and I'll show this two-bit town something.
You're not afraid at all, are you?
Afraid of what? Just give me that gun.
Old man Grover bought me a beer. Said if I saw you to tell you to get back to the stable if you wanted to keep your job. I didn't say you was here.
Thanks. I'll drop around again.
Sure. Andy, I know you don't especially care for Campion, but I hear he's starting to come around.
Hey, he's taking it great. He wasn't afraid at all. A gun and a horse. That's all he wanted.
You say the jury has already been picked, huh?
They're probably trying him right now. Let's have it.
You don't seem much upset about the big beef rate that didn't come off.
Well, that's not important now. What matters is getting Danny out.
He seems like a pretty big man to you, don't he?
He is. Biggest that ever hit this town. When he rode into Grover's stable that day, I knew right off. He's the real thing.
Yeah. Danny does that to people. He makes them feel important, too, just like he did you.
And what's wrong with that? He treated me like a human being. He showed me you don't have to kowtow to people like Campion. Danny takes what he wants. I'd like to be just like him.
Danny's in jail. You want to be just like him, huh?
He won't be for long, after I get him that gun.
Maybe somebody gets hurt or killed. Now, that deputy, he's a good friend of yours, isn't he? You want him shot?
No. I don't want Danny hung either.
He won't be, I promise you that. Now, you go on into town, kid, and lie low till you find out what happens to Campion. I'll take care of Danny.
You're not fooling me. You'll hang around here until you think it's safe, and then you'll run.
Maybe.
Look, do I get my gun or not?
No, I'll keep the gun. Do it my way.
You do it your way, old man. I'll do it Danny's way. And I'll get him a gun one way or another. We don't need you. I'll get him a gun.
Hey, Sam! How long are you guys gonna take?
What's the rush?
Sure taking you a long time making up your minds just to hang them.
We already made up our minds. It just ain't official.
Trial over already?
It sure is. Where you been you didn't know that?
I got me a girl. I've been seeing her.
You sly son of a gun. Who is she?
I'll let you know sometime. Say, what's going on?
The trial's over and the jury's deliberating over a poker game.
You think they'll find him guilty?
If the jury had the nerve to come in any different, the town would hang them right alongside the prisoner.
Hey, have you seen my pocket knife? I think I may have lost it when I was here before.
No.
You mind if I look inside?
Go ahead. Hey, who's winning all the money up there?
Where's the gun?
Bert wouldn't give it to me. I'll have to get one someplace else.
Why are you wasting time coming here telling it to me? I don't care where you get it, just get it. Well, you heard what Blackie said. The jury's already got me hung. I gotta break out of here.
Yeah, sure, Danny.
Now's my best time. The longer we wait, the harder it is to pull it off. Just a little anxious.
Oh, yeah.
After all, there were 4 of us, and I'm the only one that's in here. It wouldn't be right for me to get it alone.
It won't be like that, Danny. I'll get that gun tonight. Only, well, Blackie's a friend of mine. I wouldn't want anyone killed.
Sure, kid, of course not.
2 inches. They was riding across the mesquite in a covered wagon. See? And when they get there,
Danny?
Mike gets out of the wagon and he sees this old squaw. And she's standing with a papoose on the back. So the Indian goes up to her and he says, look, wants to know what tribe she comes from.
Danny, can you hear me? Yeah, I can hear you. I got the gun. But I'm gonna have to toss it through the window. There's no other way.
Okay, throw it.
You stupid ape.
Sorry, Danny.
Try to do, get me shot, come on.
Hold it.
What'd you say?
I said I wanted to get some sleep.
Somebody's round back. Kenneth, go back inside and watch the prisoner.
Somebody's been here, all right. Look at the ground.
Probably some drunk just roaming around.
Maybe so, but just the same.
Andy.
I didn't think you'd show up.
Dutch is dead. I buried him.
There's nothing we can do about him. But what about Danny?
There's still time.
Not much. I got a gun, but I couldn't get it to him. I tried, but it didn't work.
Well, that's too bad.
Well, that's too bad. Is that the best you can say?
No use getting yourself all upset, kid.
No use? Do you know that Danny maybe has only minutes to live?
The lights are still on over the saloons. The jury's not come in yet with a verdict.
You know what it'll be. What are you going to do about it?
Looks like you could almost reach down and pick him out, don't it?
Will you stop that? Is that all you can do is just talk?
Now, take it easy, kid. Just take it easy.
You know, maybe you like all this. Maybe Danny's just where you want him.
You know better than that, don't you? I give you my word that Danny wouldn't hang.
You ever seen anyone hang?
A couple times, yeah. It's not a pretty sight.
What do they do before?
Well, no one dies the same. I've seen brave men cry and cowards go out laughing.
What do you think a guy like Danny would do?
Hard to say.
How long have you known him?
A long time. Almost long enough to say that I really knew him, but I never did. I once thought that I did, but...
You're talking like he's already dead.
Kid, you won't understand me, but Danny died a long time ago. You see, when a man's got nothing to give to anyone, he's dead. I hung around just waiting to bury him, like I did for Dutch.
You must have to hate a man an awful lot to do that.
Hate him. Well, the lights just went off over the saloon, so the jury must be coming in with a verdict.
Look, you're not going to forget your promise.
No, kid, I'm not forgetting.
Yahoo! There's gonna be a hang-up!
All right, now, boys, simmer down, settle down. Well, Sheriff, as foreman of the jury, I'm presenting you with a verdict.
That's Judge Riggs' job.
Riggs went home 3 hours ago. He said he noted what the verdict would be and expected you to carry it out.
What is the verdict?
Guilty as charged with a recommendation for hanging. just as soon as we can get to it.
Anyone here against hanging him right now and getting it over with?
Come on. That's the only way you can treat this.
All right. Get the rope ready.
Look, they're gonna hang him.
All right, Ensign, let's get it over with.
No! No! Look, I'm not the only one. You gotta give me a chance, there are others. Let me go. I'll point them out to you. Let me go. Look, what about them? The Berg and Dodson. And yeah, the kid. Yeah, and...
Pa.
Did you hear what he said? He called him Pa.
Yeah, I heard him.
Danny never got a chance to finish. I can tell you who that fourth man was.
You better not tell me anything until after you've talked to Mr. Campbell.
Andy, I want to talk to you.
Yeah, Met said you wanted to see me. Well, there's not much you can do to me now.
Maybe there isn't anything I want to do. You could have killed me last night, but you didn't.
I wanted to. But I couldn't.
You gave me a break. I'm going to give you one. You're no outlaw, Andy. You got mixed up with that bunch just to get even with me.
I had a lot to get even for.
Like I told you one time, there's two sides to every story. I just want a chance to make you understand my side.
I better report back to Sheriff Metz.
He don't want you, Andy. He's put you in my custody.
You're not going to press charges?
No, that's all finished. I figure we both learned something pretty important. From now on, whatever happens is up to you and me.